Hi, everyone. Namaste. Hello. Welcome to Global Predictions. I'm Greg. This is my beautiful, sexy, gorgeous wife, Allie. We're here
Hello.
for you. Yes.
Yeah. Hello.
Look at all the people that are already commenting.
I know. We've already got a question from Hi Ashanti. Yeah.
Yeah.
Hi, Coxine. Coxine was there just about 2 hours ago. She was here.
Wow.
I love it.
Yeah, I see that. 5:43 p.m. Yeah. So happy to join you in about 2 hours. Much love from Switzerland. Yeah. So, it's 2 a.m. there, right? Right? In Switzerland?
Yeah. 2
Yeah.
a.m.
Wow.
Yeah.
Holy mackerel. Hi
I'm
to
just.
LZ.
Hello. Oh.
Higher Ashanti. Sarah's saying, can't wait. Well, it's begun, baby. We're on. Look, we're doing it. It's happening.
We're here.
Yep. That was interesting.
If I'm looking distracted, it's because I'm going through my cards.
Were you saying that's like sarcastically when you said we're here? Because a British person would say we're here.
We're here.
Yeah, but you went we're here like a really American. Yeah, like an American kind of R. Am I rubbing off on you?
Yes. Oh, well, how can I not? I'm mainly around American voices all day.
That's true.
I am. Yeah.
That's true.
That's my job. Yeah, and I love it. I love it. Do you know what? Here's an impression. Ready, of me doing a reading for Americans. Okay. It's like, so what would you like from the reading? And they're brilliant. They just give you everything, and there's nothing hidden. It's just right out there. Here's given a reading to an English person. What would you like for reading today? You tell me. You're the psychic.
Interesting.
It's like American they're so open. They just trust and they just go with it. I mean, sometimes it's a lot easier when you don't know all the information, to be fair, because then you know the information you're getting is right from spirit, and not contaminated by anything that's been said. But it's just so different, because when I do face-to-face readings now, I get taken aback a little bit, just because they don't give you anything at all, nothing. And it's okay, I can work either way, but it's just different. Yeah.
You're not complaining, are you?
No. He's got one on him today. Right from the beginning. So beware.
Oh God, I've been busting Allie's butt ever since I came in.
And I love it.
Cheers.
I do. Cheers, darling. I've got lemonade and lime.
Water.
You get water.
Yes.
Yeah.
So where did I leave off? I think it was
Carol. Carol Hummingbird. Greeting Earthlings.
I don't remember saying hi to Sarah, because I would have remembered two Sarahs in a row.
You definitely did one, Sarah.
Okay, well, hi to both Sarahs and Carol Hummingbird, as Allie mentioned. Hi, Maureen. Yes, there's Vera, up late as well.
Vera.
Joining Claudette.
Hello.
Hi, Susie saying, I'm surprised no one has asked you for winning lottery numbers.
I get asked that all the time.
Yeah.
All the time. It's okay.
Yeah.
I can laugh along with them. It's fine.
And with those winning lottery numbers, you're going to buy what kind of food? Oh, there's
about that,
Linda.
Linda,
I'm kidding.
you won the raffle, Linda. Look,
Oh,
you won the raffle.
how about that?
So you get to choose whether you want a 30-minute reading or whether you would like something else. I mean, we've got the amethyst candle holder. We've got the a chakra candle. We've got oracle cards. Yeah, we've got stuff. So I'll message you.
She might not have heard you because she said she's
Got
getting
some
lemon water.
And then Von won the mystery gift. Kind Spirit, I don't know if she's here, but Kind Spirit also won. She won third prize. Sarah Ann won first prize. And yeah, so Von, Sarah Ann, Linda W, and Kind Spirit. They won.
Congratulations to all.
Yeah.
Maureen's agreeing with what you were saying about the difference between British and American readings. She says, I talk too when I'm with you, but it's not that way with any other psychics. That lends to how comfortable you make people.
Oh, I see. Oh, that's nice.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah. Well, it is nice to have a chat with somebody, you know, connect with them. I like that.
I was pretty comfortable when you gave me my first reading. How does that make you feel?
Yeah, exactly. I was like, you're seeing there's a bubbly lady coming into your love life. I'm seeing, you know, she's, yeah, all this. Well, how does that make you feel, Ali? I was like, it's all right. It's good for you. It's like, yeah, he was like expecting me to say, well, how dare you? I didn't know at the time.
Well, at the time, I couldn't tell you that, hey, I've already seen you. You're my twin flame. I saw you visited me in my dream. I couldn't tell you that. So just dropped little hints, and eventually you figured it out when I told you I believe in you.
Yes. Yeah. That's when
And
all the past lives came in.
Yep.
Yes.
So, hello to Barbara.
Hey, Barbara.
And Teresa. Hello. Hello.
Well, hello, hello.
And Linda said, "Yay! I choose a reading, please. Yes.
I haven't checked the messages today. I haven't been on Facebook. Well, I have, but not for messages.
Lisa's checking in. How are you, Lisa? Thank you for joining us.
Hi, Lisa.
And we have Sherry on Facebook joining us.
Hello, Sherry. Is this a new Sherry? Are you new here?
I think so.
Sometimes people might change their photographs, and that's why we don't remember them.
Yep. And Lion Angel Light got a question about Trump coming back this month. You still believe it publicly? I kind of answered that a couple weeks ago, but we'll do it again. Hi to Sandy. Hello, Greg.
Hey,
Stunningly beautiful Allie.
Ah.
And mediocre Greg.
Everybody does that now to you now. They do that. They do it because
I love it.
They can make you laugh.
I love it.
Thank you.
Hi, Mr. Susie.
Hello. Hello.
Yeah, Sherry said I'm
new
here to live chat.
Well,
Okay.
welcome, Sherry. Warm welcome to you. You look beautiful.
Join us again. Keep joining us. It's a big family here. Yeah.
We get to know people.
We do. Hi to Lori.
Hi, Lori.
And Jane and Marlene. All three of those ladies are on Facebook joining us. Just remember just remember, Marlene, just if you have a question, these are global predictions, so it's about the economy, the world, things like that. Just make sure that you put your questions in uppercase. Let me see if I can get that banner out. Here it is.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. All capital letters if you have a question, and we'll do our best to get to everyone and all the questions. So,
Yep.
Hello to Charlie from Ontario, our northern neighbor here in the United States.
Hello, Charlie.
Oh, that's interesting. Barbara said she's tried several times to sign up on Rumble, and it always says email or password is wrong, so I gave up again. Let's see that.
Oh, no.
We have over 1,000 subscribers now, and I think 1,040 right now. So thank you to everyone that has subscribed.
Wow, that's good. That's growing really nicely, isn't it?
Yeah, we are growing. Yeah. Thank you, Jerry.
Lovely.
Follow Greg from the beach. Married psychic. Bonus. Yeah.
Oh, thank you, Sherry.
I'm not
Oh,
going to make a joke out of that word bonus and what it kind of sounds like, but
boner is what you're thinking of.
I'm not gonna say it.
You were gonna. You've got that cheeky, naughty boy look.
She knows every time I'm about to say something funny or crack a joke, she says I do something with my mouth. And then one time I said, "Well,
I wanna know if anyone else notices his boy look, the look that he gives just before he's about to say something naughty or rude or funny."
I don't see it, but one time I was like this, and she goes, "I can still tell by your eyes." So there's apparently something
I can.
I do with my mouth and my eyes when I'm about to, like, I'll try to tell her something that I just made up in the back of my head to see if she'll believe it. And she calls me out every time because I'm already laughing inside. To me, it's funny. So,
yeah. Can I just send a message to this lovely lady, Marejo?
Yeah, sure.
I just want to say thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Look, Marejo sent me some costume jewelry and I absolutely love it. My mum fell in love with the amethyst one, but we do swap back and forth. So there's a venturing. There's a beautiful brooch, which I love. If I could have that on today, couldn't I? Could I have that on? And this, I've got my eye set on something that I'm going to do for a necklace with that one. So we have some beautiful chip, lovely crystals. There are 3 of those. And all sorts of things. The other things are over there, but I absolutely love it. And I'm so grateful. I'm so grateful. They are so beautiful. And I will look after them and wear them and enjoy them. There isn't one bit I don't like. Really, everything I love. That's what I want to say. Thank you.
Awesome.
I feel very spoiled right now. Very spoiled. She said yes, it's obvious.
Charlie says, "My first time joining you beautiful people." So thank you, Charlie, for joining us there on Facebook. And we're getting questions early this time, and I love it because oftentimes we'll spend like 20 minutes, half an hour just chatting, and then we finally get the questions. But hi
I love
to
the
Jenny
as well.
I do too. Too. Ola, Allie, and Greg. So nice to view your channel. So you're a new visitor as well. Hope you all the new visitors.
Lots of new ones.
Yeah, I hope you all continue joining us every Tuesday night.
Darling, I wondered. Oh, sorry. Yeah.
It's okay. It's just quick. If you're watching on Facebook, there's a link up above for our 10 o'clock show, Live and Uncensored. And if you're watching on YouTube, there's a link below for the same thing. And that's on Rumble. So we kind of tippy toe here on Facebook and YouTube. but we go uncensored at 10 p.m. Eastern. So go ahead, baby.
I've forgotten. No, really, I have.
I do that all the time.
If I don't say it quick, that's it. I'm done. I'm done.
Butterfly.
Yeah. Squirrel. Squirrel. It's gone. Yeah. Oh, yes. I know what it was going to be. I know. I wonder if the shadow ban is lifting off, because we've had a lot of new people now.
I hope so. I really do.
And that'd be nice.
That's one thing I'll be talking about probably at the 10 o'clock one. It was about the IN5D channel Facebook page getting shut down temporarily by Facebook. Yeah. So hi to Sarah. Thank you for joining us, Sarah Sutra. I'm here and on YouTube as well. Wow. Okay. You really love our show. Okay, that's awesome.
Can you share it on both, please?
Yeah, right. May I ask for all good vibes be sent my way? Of course you can. I'm moving Friday, just a few miles, but need those yummy vibrations. Oh yeah,
yes,
coming
of course.
your way.
Sending to you, Sandy. Yes, definitely
It's
sending to you.
It
is the dimple. Yeah, he has got a bit of a dimple. Yeah, you're right.
I didn't think I had a dimple. Maybe I do. I just don't notice. Aww.
You do have one there.
It's sometimes obvious. She knows it. She sees it. Come on.
Yes.
How is it possible? I'm not the only one that's. I'm the only one that doesn't see it. Yeah, I tell it all. Okay.
They do.
Okay. Good. And you, Joseph Harkenreader. Are you talking to Allie? I think he's calling you Joseph Harkenreader.
Press somebody in the chat. We haven't said hello to Joseph, though, have we?
Mikey is from upstate New York, and Joe is my buddy from.
Oh, I see. Yeah. I see.
They're both my friends from upstate New York.
Well, hello.
You should have seen the dimples coming out because I was just fucking with them.
Yeah. Hey, Danny. How you doing,
Greg?
lovely lady? Yes, it does look like that. That's exactly what it looks like.
Yeah, probably. You're. I think you're way ahead of me. Yeah, you are. So, I'm trying to get everyone caught up, and I'm sorry. Sometimes it's hard to do.
That's okay.
Yes. Hopefully, at the end of next month, that'll be happening. So, can't wait for that.
Yeah. And then we're going to fly off somewhere and have a holiday.
Yes.
Or a vacation, even.
Yeah.
Yes.
Do you offer readings during your lives or answer questions? It's.
I do sometimes come on, but today is global predictions. But sometimes we both come on and do kind of various different readings and things.
Yeah, but
it's not Tuesday is mainly global predictions. Yeah. Yeah.
Okay. Yes, and there's Danny. Hi, Danny. How are you? Thank you for joining us. That's a new name, Gaina Richards. Hi from the UK.
Gaina. You're another late one like me, 121.
You guys have me pegged. I didn't realize I was that transparent.
Yeah.
Hello to Christina and Mel D. And we're finally caught up. Wow.
So Greg is going to be at the event with Danny. You're going to be there, aren't you? When is that? What date is it? Do you know?
It's the weekend of my birthday. My birthday is October 19th, so It's right in that. I don't have the exact date.
So if you guys want a ticket, want to see more about that,
yeah, it's the 20th, 21st, and 22nd. Yeah.
Yep, some amazing speakers there. It's well worth it. Yeah.
And stop by. I've got a vendor's booth. Stop by and visit me. Yeah.
He's doing tie-dye t-shirts there.
Yes. Yeah.
Hi, Mel D. I recognise these guys from astrology readings that I did yesterday. Did them yesterday evening. Yeah. I was a bit late with them.
I'm looking at the first question already, and that's from Higher Ashanti.
Did you go to this one, which is Barbara's question to me? Annie, can you ask your guys about a white aura? I did not put white light protection. 2 blue orbs and 3 pink orbs above me. All the orbs are usually just for loved ones. Pardon?
Did you get that from the beginning? I don't see that.
I don't know. I just saw it. It's just on my screen at the moment. It's at the bottom.
Yes. Yeah. There's so many questions ahead of that. If you want to answer that, though, go ahead.
Yeah. You said we've caught up.
Yes.
Yeah. Oh, so this came in after you said we caught up. Is that what you're saying?
Well, no. Yeah, there's like a. No, go ahead.
Basically, it is sometimes you see orbs that come along in pictures. Sometimes they're in videos. This is just your loved ones, your spirit guides want to come and say hi. If you've got white around your aura, it just means that that's your personal energy that is shining out. Sometimes if you see the different colors, that's the colors of your aura. And sometimes people see auras, or, you know, it's like, so if I was to move my head, you could probably see just above here, you would see my aura. It like it's fuzzy and it goes around. Okay, but it kind of follows you. It's like sometimes you can see it, depends on the lighting. But everybody's got that. And then obviously the orbs coming in is a compliment to you. It means that you've got spirit around you. So yeah. I just wanted to answer that. So Mariah Karen says, we're in Siesta Key. I think I missed it. Husband made dinner and I went to get some. I don't know what that means. Daddy's event are you talking about? That's going to be in Florida. Yeah, that's going to be in Florida. Orlando, isn't it?
Yes. I was looking on IN5D, and I have an article there. It's called it's called All About Orbs, and there's several charts that give you the orb colors and their meanings. There's a chart that's more detailed than this, but this will give you just a general idea. Like, for example, pink, which would fall into the reds, high energy, creative, restlessness, stress, agitation, pain, anger, impending, may apply to a teacher or a guide or a guardian angel. So that might be what's happening when you see the pink. And then with the blues, it's neutrality, tranquility, protection, and intuition, strong psychic ability, may apply to a master, teacher, guide, or a guardian angel. So yeah, there's, like I said, all you got to do is go up to the top here, search for a topic and hit enter. That's it. And all I put in there was all about orbs. And here you can see like the more defined chart of all the different colors of orbs and what they mean. So light pink would be sensitive, compassionate, affectionate, true love, and openness. So these are the messages that you may be getting from orbs when they visit you. I
usually link them to the chakra color. So if it's yellow, sometimes it's to do with the solar plexus. It's to do with, sometimes how people are treating you, or having your guard up or something. But in a good way, yellow is very positive. So there's a negative and a positive to all of them. Yeah. Still a compliment you're getting them. Yeah.
You look so beautiful.
Oh, thank you.
You do.
Thank you, baby.
Okay, so let's get to some of these questions, because we do have a bunch already that came in.
I've got my ball polished up, ready.
Let's just get to the questions, because I had another comment I could have made, but I'm trying to behave. Actually, there might have been two I would have made.
I'm going to polish that now. There we are.
So, anyway, what exactly is the worldwide event predicted soon? It's interesting because I'm going to be putting.
Many.
I'm sorry. What was that?
There could be so many worldwide events.
Yep.
What do you take that to be?
Well, there's a video and an article that I'm going to be putting out soon, and it's based on what Cliff High said recently. And in his video, he mentioned how there's an event that's 13 times greater than 9/11 about to happen. And that's probably why many of us, who are empaths or super empaths, have been feeling and sensing that we're on the precipice of something major about to happen. So I'll be putting that video out and article out probably within the week, with a write-up on it. But what exactly is the worldwide event predicted soon? I drew some cards on that, and it's all about, well, you know how anyone that's been following me, I've been saying this, IN5D came into fruition in 2009, and I've been saying this probably from day one or close to it, that we would probably take a step backwards before we take this quantum leap forward. And it's quite well possible that we're already in that step backward phase, where we have jabs and civil liberties being taken away, hyperinflation, so on and so forth. So I think that's what this first card is relating to, the Nine of Swords. Then we got death after that too. So, and you all know by now that when you get the death card, it's not a literal death, it's really a new beginning. And in the tarot, aces are new beginnings. I got 2 aces coming up for whatever that, where did it go? Here it is. That worldwide event. So I'm not sure. I know that really didn't answer your question, Ashanti. If I had to guess, well, first of all, the cards are telling us that that event itself, whatever that might be, that's going to be happening, and from what we're hearing from Cliff High and his data, it's looking like, something very, very big is on its way. Could it be the event? Could be. Could be. Could it be the new Earth? Possible. I got a feeling, though, that whatever it is, it's going to take a lot of people by surprise. And probably most of them will be normies. Who knows? But yeah, something major's on its way. And everything is pointing to it. And if you're an empath or a super empath, you're feeling it. You're already feeling it. So that's what I have. Maybe maybe you can figure out what that event will specifically be. I just got cards that show that yes, it's going to happen soon.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So there's a lot of different events that are going to be coming up, and I got 2 aces too.
Oh wow.
So these cards, when I bought them, they were foreign. So I put a sticker over here and wrote my own kind of things on them. So just so you know why she got stickers on. So yeah, this to me says there's going to be an overflowing of love. Okay, like love that you've that's overwhelming. That's coming, and there's also going to be a financial reward or a financial boost that is going to be coming to everybody as well. So I think it's a financial change, and I think that that's going to come with a lot of emotion as well, and a lot of personal celebrations here. Okay, but you know, the Wheel of Fortune means it's going to be changing. Things are not going to stay the same. They're not going to stay as bad as they are right now. Okay, there will be a breakthrough, as we know. I mean, it's obvious there's going to be a breakthrough, and I believe this will be, the worldwide event will be a financial one, and then there will be emotion straight after that, which is like, imagine that you have suddenly got a reprieve and you don't have to worry about money. I mean, there was a lot of good things that happened with COVID. A lot of people, when they came out of their jobs, they were just like, we're going to pay you to stay at home. A lot of people, you know, that was good for them. So, you know, but then there came depression, which is, you know, when you're used to being around people and you need people around you in order to stay buoyant. That wasn't so good. But you know, there's going to be no money worries in the future. That is how it's going to be. So yeah, that's what I got.
I would think, my love, that if the whatever this is, according to at least Cliff High, that it's going to be 13 times greater than 9/11, and you're saying that there's a chance that it's going to be associated with finance, would it also be associated with some prosperity? And I'm not going to say Nassar Jassar because I don't believe in that crap, but something maybe along that kind of line. Is that what you're saying?
There might be a dip first, and then there'll be, yeah, but the dip won't last long. Like dip and then straight up.
And that dip is what I've been saying, that step backwards before we take that quantum leap forward. Yeah. Okay, interesting. Yeah. Okay, thank you, my love. I'm curious what you guys think too. I mean, right now we can't go back and scroll, but leave your comments down there, because you know, when we do go back, you know, like later on today or tomorrow or whatever, and read the comments, we'll see what other people are thinking about it as well. Our next question comes from Lion Angelite, and thank you everyone who's asking the questions and putting them in uppercase, because that's generally the easiest way for us to see them. And Lion Angelite is asking, hello, do you both still see and predict Trump coming back publicly for 2024? Thanks. And I made that prediction a while ago, that Trump would be back in office in September of this year. And then a couple weeks ago, we got some cards that said, well, there's something going on. But we also saw that, you know, he is already in charge, and it's just not official, but maybe in the background and in charge of military forces and everything else. I drew some cards on this, and the one card in my deck, which is it's the Everyday Witch deck by Deborah Blake. The one card that always reminds me of Trump is the King of Pentacles, you know, and it's this gentleman sitting on a throne. He's got his cake and he's eating it too. So, you know, that reminds me of Trump. And this, we got like financial stress, kind of like disaster and financial loss, poverty, right, associated with that. And that's what they tried to do to him when with all these indictments. And it's only made him even that much more powerful and stronger. But got the death card again, which, as we mentioned already, that's new beginnings, and another ace as well. So to me, that's saying that, he's not going to be publicly in charge just yet, but he's already in charge right now behind the scenes, pulling a lot of strings. So that's what I have. That's the best I can tell you about that. Hope that answers your question.
Thank you, Miller. Well, there's one way to tell that this man is still in charge and that Biden's probably just a puppet, because there was an executive order made by Trump that if there was any interference in the competition that they have to decide who is going to be president, if there was any interference, that this would everything would go into military law. Well, Biden has not cancelled it. He re-signed it. So what does that tell you? That tells you that he's still in charge. He's still in charge. So they haven't made it public, but maybe they've just for some reason people have to move on a lot more than they do. Not us. We're kind of very open, wide awake, and they have to go with how many people are going to start to see the signs. And the signs are obvious. He actually did an interview on, I think it was NBC. Is there an NBC? Is there?
Yes.
Yeah. So he did an interview with mainstream media. He actually did an interview on that. And he came across as brilliant. He just kept talking and talking and talking. And it was like so obvious that he was the one in charge all the time, with everything he said. So I truly believe he's in charge. I do. So he hasn't been made public, but that's their decision, and they're playing a 5D game of chess, aren't they, at the moment? So they have to do what's right for everybody, and people have to wake up in this certain way unfolding. So you never know. We've got 3 days left. You never know. You don't, do you? So right. Yeah, we'll see.
Thank you, stunningly beautiful Allie.
I know.
You mentioned the signs, and I'm such an idiot, and I'm probably the only one that it popped into my head, but maybe it did with somebody else when you said the signs, talking about the signs. There's that one song, I saw the sign and it opened up my eyes. I saw the sign. Blah, blah, blah. I don't know. I'm an idiot.
What signs are you talking about? What, the signs that he's still in charge?
You were talking about the signs in Trump and, basically wall and shit like that.
Yeah, if you watch closely, everybody can see he's still in charge. Yeah. Everybody. How many people call him president and not former president? Or not Mr. Trump? Or whatever. Is it a fact that does Obama get called the president still? He doesn't.
Is it a fact what?
Does Obama, when anyone talks to Obama, do they call him Mr. President?
That's a good question. I'm not sure.
Because they don't. Here in England, we've noticed this. But everybody keeps slipping up and calling him president in everything. even the people who are supposedly hating him call him president.
Really?
So,
I don't know about that.
Watch out for it, everybody. If anyone else noticed this. So, yeah.
That's a good observation, stunningly beautiful Allie.
Oh, I love you.
I love you. Our next question comes from Maureen. We love you guys as well. Thank you for joining us.
Do.
Maureen's asking, would you like to address the U.S. budget? Is the government shutdown here or on Rumble? We'll do it here. We can do that. Yeah, there's in the news there. I'm not even sure if it's happened or about to happen because I don't look at MSNBC, NBC, CNN, all that crap. Fox. I don't watch the news like that. So if it's not popping up on social media, it's really not in my reality. But that doesn't matter here nor there when you're reading the tarot cards, because the tarot cards are going to say what they're going to say. And so I drew some cards on this question, Maureen, about the shutdown. And you know how Allie earlier was talking about this financial event that's going to be happening? Well, that's what I'm getting with these cards in relation to the U.S. budget and the government shutting down. It really doesn't matter if they do or don't, honestly, because they don't do shit to begin with. But we got a new beginning here. And then I see benevolence and celebration coming as well. So, when you put all three together and in context with what we've already been talking about, what I'm seeing is exactly what Allie saw and explained. Some kind of financial boon is in the making right now for all of us. Not just here in the United States, but that's how it's coming out right now through the cards. And I think that's how we need to look and express what the cards are saying and how we're reading them, because I think this is like what our show says, global predictions. That's a global prediction right there. And I think that's where we're heading as well. So that's what I got for you. Curious what Allie will have.
You know what? I just did my other cards, and if this is something about psychics. If you've got a new deck of cards and there's not enough energy in those cards, they don't talk to you. They don't talk to you. It's like you needing to sometimes go back to the old faithfuls, which I have. So I'll back to the old faithfuls. Okay. Yeah, they're saying there's a line in the sand drawn. There's a line in the sand drawn. Your face will stay like that. I'll still have it, but your face will change like that. Yeah, there's a line drawn in the sand, and I do feel as if they are trying not to. There are plans in place. This is what I'm being told. There are plans in place that if the civil unrest gets to be a real factor, meaning that people are going to get out of their armchairs and start, protesting, and there being a lot of civil unrest. I believe that they have a plan to literally shut down the government and shut down it all. And it's like that's when the military comes in, and that's when it's like all the exposure comes out and the whole lot. That's one timeline. But the other timeline is to do it very gradually and very slowly, so that people actually don't notice that there are huge changes going on, which I personally don't like. I want it to be publicly. I want it to be seen. I want everybody to notice, you know, that, you know, I don't want these bad guys to get away with what they've done to this planet. It's not just, you know, the country, to the planet. So I'm feeling as though they're literally they're en route to do either one. Okay, they're literally looking at how the public are being at the moment. Okay, and they want people to wake up, but they don't want the anger, and they don't want the people to lose their minds, you know, and get so irate that it all goes wrong. So I don't believe that they want to shut it down just like that. They don't want to, but that is one of the timelines. But I feel that they are going to reveal the corruption first before that. So, yeah, that's what I got.
Thank you, stunningly beautiful Allie.
Thank you, sexy husband.
Our next question, and I don't see this as necessarily being a tarot question, just more of an opinion. Where should we be putting our money? Yeah, we're not financial advisors. But if I were, I might say something along this line, but I'm not an advisor, and this is for recreational purposes only, entertainment. Physical gold and silver. I would also consider junk silver, because if you have like an American dime, 10 cents, that's silver. It has a melt value probably of around $3, $3.50. And you can use that to trade and barter with people. You could give it to a farmer for a dozen eggs or a loaf of bread or something. But if you have an ounce, well, this silver is going to be skyrocketing. It's been suppressed way too long. And they've already proven that there's as much physical silver available as there is gold on the planet. So that 50-to-1 ratio that they always talk about, that should be more 50-50, you know, even, or 1-to-1 ratio, I guess would be the way it would be phrased. So yeah, where should we be putting our money? That's where I would. Some people might say cryptocurrencies, but I think you're best off with something tangible. And make sure, this is for entertainment purposes only, if you do go that route, get a safe, put it in there. Don't go for these, some brokerages will give you these slips saying, oh, you're entitled to 50 grams or 50 ounces of silver. Don't do that. That's as worthless as fiat currency. A piece of paper saying, oh, we'll give it to you. Yeah, right. So, yeah, that's what I would do. If I had money, that's what I'd be doing. That's what I got.
I believe I can't say any more than what you've said, really. I personally don't resonate with crypto. I know you do a bit of that, but crypto and Bitcoin can fall, the bottom can fall out of it just like that.
Yeah.
The gold and silver, you're safe.
Yeah,
just me.
Exactly.
Just me.
And you have that's something physical you have. If there's a power outage or whatever, you know, you got something that you can barter with. If there's a power outage, you're screwed with that crypto. Yep.
Yeah.
All right. So
you can buy silver coins, can't you? You can buy silver coins and things like that. You can do that.
Yeah.
Christina, my question keeps getting mysteriously deleted. We've had this every week that somebody's question gets deleted. So we really are sorry. We're not doing it. Just need you to know we're not doing it.
We're too busy answering the questions to delete any.
Write it out again. I'm so sorry this happens.
Yeah. We have no idea how why it's happening. I seriously don't think our moderators are doing that. So no. Our next question comes from Charlie. He's on. Charlie's on Facebook. She's on Facebook. This grandma of 9 incredible grandchildren wants to know if our Prime Minister Trudeau is going to get out of office. He is a criminal. Yeah. There's a lot going on. A lot of people suspect that he is related to Fidel Castro of Cuba. But what I'm seeing here, once again, I mean, got the death card again. And as Ali will attest, and anyone that reads tarot, you pay attention to the cards that keep coming up. That came up again. So that's ending and a new beginning. And once again, trust me, I shuffled these cards. 2 more aces, new beginnings. So he's done. He's out. He's going to be held accountable. And what came to mind when I see these 3 together, and I'm thinking, about that question about the event. How is this tied in together with all that? Is it possible that maybe this is the beginning of the mass arrests? And that's how Trudeau will get out of office, just like everybody else that's corrupt. Maybe this is all tied together. Not only, the mass arrest, but the financial abundance and everything else. Who knows? Maybe. I'm not making promises. But that's what the cards are saying. Yeah, it's looking like he and every other world leader that's not working in humanity's best interest, they're kind of screwed. That's what I have.
I don't believe that's Trudeau. I don't believe that that's the real Trudeau. Sorry. Could be a man in a mask. And if you think these masks are detectable, that you can actually tell, no. There is one of these websites that is selling these masks, and they're selling them for dirt cheap, and they look really realistic. So you think they look really realistic? Imagine the top high class ones, and you imagine somebody with the same shape, same size, being able to put this on. I'm sorry, but I just think a lot of these people have already been dealt with. But is this person who is in that place part of the black hats or the white hats? I truly believe they're part of the black hats. Everything is normal. So he's been, the real Trudeau's been dealt with and arrested. Okay, well, let's get somebody in their place. Okay, well, here we go. They're still causing havoc, and they're still doing the deeds of the black hats. So, they still need to be arrested. So they are a criminal, and all this is coming down. I'm feeling really strong at the moment. I heard it, and what I do is I listen to podcasts, I listen to things like that, and I go with what I feel. Okay, so some things it's like, you might not like that person, you might not like that person, you might like that person, you might not like. I listen to all of them, and I listen to, because they're not always going to spew out all untruths. They're never going to get any traction. No one's ever going to watch them. So there's going to be truth, lie, truth, lie, truth. That's what they're going to do. So I listen to it and I go, how does that make me feel? What I saw recently was there's been an absolute huge amounts of arrests at the moment. And when I ask my psychics and my guides in my team, that's what I get. So there's been a lot of arrests. Is Trudeau one of them? I think they're going to be the last ones.
Namaste. Good morning. Good afternoon.
Oh, I had that. One of the top ones. These top ones, who are probably just people in masks now, will be the last ones to go. But did you see there was one thing with Nancy Pelosi being led out, and there was people with the federal badges, and they were leading her down a corridor. A lot of them have been seen with ankle bracelets on. So if you think nothing's being done, it is. But the black hats are literally just still wanting everything to be business as usual. You know, they don't want everybody to see what's really going on behind the scenes. It's like the Wizard of Oz behind the curtain. That's what it is. But anyway, that's what I've got, my love.
Thank you, baby. I've got, hang on. Where is that? Trying to get this off the screen. Oh, there it is. Okay. There we go. I've got a video. I have a quick video I'd like to play for you guys about something that this is on the IN5D YouTube channel, and I just posted it today. So I just want to play you this quick clip from that, and just put it out there to see what you guys think. All right, so check this out. It's called "What You Need to Know About the QFS Quantum Financial System." This guy said it was going to go into effect last night at 12 p.m. UK time, which would be 7 p.m. Eastern time here. Never happened. I'll come back and say more about that, though, in a second.
Hi guys, it's Wolvie here, guys. It is Monday morning, guys. It's around about 8:25. Guys, just letting you know that at 12 midnight London time, worldwide, all money will be deposited into the quantum financial system. All money.
Never happened.
Okay, just get ready, guys. Okay, so you heard that right. Midnight London time, all money will be deposited on the quantum financial system. All right, guys. You have a great day. I love you guys, and take care. Bye-bye. All money will be deposited on the quantum financial system.
I asked the
Anyway, that's just a short part of the video that I uploaded. There's so much BS that's going on, you know, and you got to be able to, you know, use discernment when you hear crap like that. You know, my BS flag went up immediately. I put the video. I was already in the process of making the video. It took me a couple hours. Last night at 7:03 p.m. when I recorded the video, it should have already happened, but I knew it wasn't. And then the addendum is on in5d.com. There's an article on there, and let me pull that up real quick because, you know, this is how people, you know, try to basically cover their asses. Here's the article. Let me put it on the screen. I'll just show you the addendum of what I wrote today about it. Okay, so the following day after Wolverine issued his video, he said that the QFS didn't happen and attributed it to bad intel. And then I've got these screenshots accounting for that. Wolverine already broke the news and then recounted it as bad intel. Wolverine has missed so much on intel. How do we know he's correct this time? Well, same goes for everyone that's pushing Nassar. That's been going on since the early 1990s for over 30 years. And apparently this isn't the first time he's lied to his followers. According to this person, Salty Sully, Wolverine backtracks everything he says, and then it's never his fault. Poor mistreated Wolvie, when will he learn to say nothing at all? And then I added on here, sometimes I feel like the father who loves his children so much that they deserve to know the truth, even if it's something they may not want to hear. This picture says it all. People line up for Nassar or listen to the unpleasant truth about it. You know, I'm all for having hope but not at the expense of lying to people and building up false hope, only to yank the carpet out from underneath them. That's just cruel. And that's why we're here, standing in the vibration of truth, love, and light with each other. So, just be careful, folks. I love hope. I mean, there's a lot to be hopeful for. But getting caught up in the lies and then having the carpet yanked out from under you, that is cruel. So, anyway, I think, do we have any more?
This is Gregg's stuff, not mine. Okay, this is Gregg's stuff, not mine.
Yep.
I'm not saying because people can say things about us. Do you know what I mean? Like there's things that we put out sometimes and they're not going to happen.
Sure.
We don't mean to do it. We don't mean to do it. This is what the intel we're getting. So I don't like the sort of
I'll be
thing.
right back.
All right, my love. And obviously, Jasara and Asara, I'm not sure that it's not going to be out there. I know Gregg's done his research and everything. So whatever happened, guys, there is a financial change coming. I don't care what it's called. I don't care if it's called Jasara. I don't care if it's called the quantum financial system. I don't care what it's called. I know it's coming. I feel it with every, I've been doing psychic work for 30 years and I'm telling you, that's what I get. That's what I get, so, and I think, Gregg agrees, there is a financial system coming that he doesn't believe it's Jasara. But yeah, so I just wanted to make that clear to everybody because obviously some people, it's hard. It's hard to hear these truths, as he said. It's hard to hear these. Yeah. I love this. It looks like he's getting caught with his hand in the cookie jar. He does look like that when he's being naughty. He does. Yeah. Okay, so looking at the next question. Lovely to see everybody here. Really lovely.
So I just think that, though, after hearing about Nasara since 1991, it's not happened. I mean, it's over 30 years.
No, sorry, I disagree. These people, Illuminati, the Cabal, have had their hands in absolutely everything all over the world. Everything. That is not going to come down. There was nobody to stand there and make this happen until the generals contacted Trump and said, hey, we need to sort this out. Are you willing to work with us? Trump said yes. So this is when this whole thing is starting. Other than that, they couldn't do a thing about it. This is just what I think. Me and Gregg, we are individual people, but we're one soul, but we are individual people. And we sometimes, when we're doing global, just for anybody who's new to this, when we do global predictions, we sometimes pick cards, and it's like I pick cards, and then he pick cards, and sometimes he doesn't agree with mine, and I don't agree with his, and it's okay. We love each other, and it's okay. So never feel as if this is anything other than what
none
it is.
None of this is an arguing point or a deal breaker between either one of us.
No, God, no.
In order to get a master's degree, you learn different ways of researching things and getting to the depths of topics that you're researching. And that's what I do. And I'm just sharing the results and logic that's associated with it. And so don't hate me for that. It's just my opinion. But I'm pretty strong in that, just like I is in hers. So don't hate either of us for that. I saw that Sherry said she posted a question and she doesn't see it either, and I don't see it.
This is Sherry. This is a question for Sherry. Is this a question you were thinking about, Sherry?
Oh no, I thought it was. Hang on. No, it was Sherry Schaefer. I posted a question.
Oh, that's happened twice to her now. This is not on because this happened to her the other time as well.
I don't remember seeing any questions from Sherry. Do you?
Did you put it in capitals? Because I've been going back and looking at any that are in capitals.
That's a good point. You know, if you don't put them in capitals, we're going to scroll right by it.
Because we don't have time to read every comment to find out if there's a question in it. So therefore, that's why. Yeah.
We do at the beginning of the night. We try to address and say hi to everyone. Once we get into this and rolling, we can't go back and, you know, address everyone and look for those questions that are not in capitals. That's why we have it going on the bottom, and you'll see people that we post their questions for it. They're always in uppercase, and we just ask that you do it that way because it's easier for us to find the questions.
Yeah. Maybe when you type your question, highlight it and copy it just in case it happens again if it's a long one. Yeah. So I think that Sherry must be the next one. What's I don't understand the nature laws. What do you mean by nature laws?
I think she means natural or universal laws. Is that what you're saying, Sherry?
Natural.
Standing united for. I think if I'm reading this correctly, are you talking about sovereignty and moving toward natural laws instead of man-made laws? Is that what you're saying? I'm not sure.
I don't know. I wouldn't know how to answer that. Yeah. All I can say is the new laws are going to be, there's going to be some humanitarian laws that are going to be all over the world. You know, human rights. They have to be part of the human rights. You know, people. So there'll be none of this dictatorship all over the world if they want to be part of the collective. And that's what I think is going to be happening. So that united feeling of love around the world is how I see it. Yeah.
Well, I think, you know, basically my opinion on religion would also fit into this. I think that all religious texts should be 4 words long. Love everyone, respect everything. And if that's all there was, love everyone, respect everything, there's no need for any other laws. You're still going to have universal laws. Those are laws throughout the universe. That, you know, one of the universal laws is the law of attraction. What you put out comes back. And there's a number of universal laws. And if you're curious what they all are and what each one of them means, go to IN5D, top of the page, type in universal laws, and you'll find quite a few articles on it. But yeah, I would think that if that event happens, especially the event that I've seen and felt, and that's when the white light comes down, floods the planet, and at that point you feel unconditional love to a magnitude never experienced before on this planet. And I describe it as, imagine the person you love the most feeling that love and multiplying that by 1,000,000. That's the kind of love you're going to feel when that happens. When that happens, when that white light floods the planet, it won't matter about money, government, politics, religion, if your boss is an a-hole or not. None of that shit matters anymore. So even in this situation, Sherry, you see people standing united for rights of natural laws. At that point, when the event happens, nothing matters but love. That's it. It's an amazing feeling. I was blessed to have been shown that. I had an IN5D beach meetup, and there was a registered nurse there who had a near-death experience. She crossed over to the other side of the veil and was shown exactly what I just told you guys. So she corroborated that vision that I had. Will it happen in my lifetime? I sure hope so. Why would I be shown that? But, you know, and why would she be shown that as well? But it's just an experience that I had that I shared with somebody else. So, do I see people in that vibration of love? Oh yeah, I do. I do. Looks like Allie's making some tea and crumpets or something. I don't know. So she's bending over right now, probably trying to find her schedule of events. She's trying to schedule her tea and crumpet hour. She scheduled in a finger for me, apparently. And a hand. You coming back, Allie, or? There you are. You love me.
I do. I do.
Oh, we're such children.
I don't know if this is a question or not. I know it's not in capitals, but is this so this dictator, Dan Andrews, resigned from Melbourne, Australia. This is a huge marker, I think, as he is one of the most, the worst during agenda this week. Feels like a huge shift. The other thing is Vera announced to me that 24 plus politicians walked out of their jobs in the Netherlands.
Oh, really? I haven't heard that either. Wow, so that's big.
This as well as just reminded me of that. I wonder.
Yeah. Well, like what you were saying too earlier, you know, if maybe the veil is lifting and, you know, we're able to post the truth out now more so than before. Hopefully.
We get new people coming in, baby. It's new people.
Yeah, we are, and we welcome each and every one of you. Thank you for
So should we look into this one?
I think that was just a comment. I don't think it's you can if you want.
I would like to. I would like to look into, are all the politicians kind of like stepping down, and is this a white hat op is what I want to ask. Okay, so here we go. Let's ask. Okay, it's part of the plan. It's part of the plan. Look, this is like what was working isn't working anymore, hasn't been working. So they're starting again. Look at the new coin here. He's not planting this anymore. So, yeah, there's been doubts in the plan. Justice is now coming. Okay, so justice is now coming. The off-worlders are right behind us, so I believe that we're getting a lot of help from there. You see, there is, I feel, such a either it's equipment that the off-worlders have got, or it is just the way that they are. But they can tell if someone's lying or someone's intentions before, you know, they don't, without them even really do much about it. They can just see a person's intentions, and if a person's intentions is for humanity's best interest, or if it's not, they can tell. And I believe that this is all coming into play now. This is why the off-worlders, they are walking among us. Don't think that they're, you know, some of these off-worlders are, you know, these you know, alien looking people. They're not. Some of them look just like us. There has been, you know, I know there's been experiments and things. There's been people that have been, you know, abducted, and there has been interbreeding energies. I know this is awful to think about, but this is what's happened. And so some of them do look human, okay? And I do believe that one is actually walks alongside Trump. If you've ever seen Trump when he was in office, and he was there was this huge tall security guard, looked very alabaster in color, and he was walking alongside. Now my my remote viewing went into that, and I heard the conversations that had been going on with him. It's like no interference, no interference. It's like that person, that whoever he was, would know if there was an intention to harm Trump, and that's where that comes in. If there's an intention to harm Trump, that's why he can go out in public. And I know he has body doubles, masks and stuff. I know that, but he can go out, and because of that, because he's got these people around him who have this. So I believe, yes, that is all part of the plan. So answer to that one, and also answer to the 24 politicians that have walked out as well in the Netherlands. So yeah, back to you, my love.
Okay. Thank you, baby.
I have my tea and crumpets now.
Our next question comes from Tracy. How are we to transmute this financial transition?
Alrighty.
So, they kind of put us, and I say they, the cabal, and it's not necessarily just here in the United States. That's why it's global predictions, and they kind of put everybody into that mindset of, strife, just trying to survive, right? And worried about how am I going to pay the next bill, and how am I going to get through this month, let alone next month. But we've mentioned this throughout the evening, that something big is in the works right now. Allie was talking about how that very well might be a financial transition that's coming. And what I'm seeing is that transition right here. We have the transition card, and we have benevolence as well. So it's already in the process, and I don't think there's a lot we have to do individually or personally for this to happen and be part of what is about to happen. Now, I honestly don't even, because I'm thinking, if this were something different than what it is and what it's going to be, then you might want to stock up on silver, gold, physical assets like that. But I have a feeling this is completely different, where it's not even going to be necessary. That's just a feeling. But if you have the assets to get physical gold or silver, definitely do that. That's your best way to go from one to the other, especially, as I mentioned earlier, if you have physical junk silver, that would be in the United States, dimes or quarters, 50-cent pieces or dollar coins that were minted in 1964 or earlier, you can barter a lot with that. If there's a time period, say there's a week, 2 weeks, 3 weeks, where all the banks are shut down, or the dollar's no longer worth anything, what are you going to do? Well, it'd be nice to have that junk silver on hand. That would help you through that financial transition. So that's the way I see it right now. What do you have, hon?
Okay. So I believe it's going to work, and this is what my guides tell me, this is going to work basically the same way as you get a new, here in England, we sometimes get new notes. I don't know if you have that. It's like they update the notes, they redo them, they redesigned them. We went from very paper, flimsy notes that if they went in the washing machine, that's it, they would just be crumbled. They went to plastic ones, and they were given you were given time to go and cash in all the old ones, ready for the new ones. That, I feel, is what is going to be happening. There will be a space and time, a transition time for you to get back what it is. Okay, that's what I believe. They've been keeping the financial system afloat for a long time, and they're going to continue to do so. I don't believe that they will leave people in the lurch. I do get the everything's upside down. So I believe that everybody will be business as usual. I think there'll just be the information. But to be on the safe side, I agree. You know, have little junk bits of silver or things that you can bargain with just in case. So yeah, I mean, it could be, you know, this is why I think cash would be a good idea as well, because, you know, you might not be able to go to a cash machine and get out money. Maybe, I don't think it'll be more than a day or two, though. I really, really do not believe they're going to. There won't be. The last thing they want to do is civil unrest. That's the last thing they want. They've done all of this tippy toe around the normies because they don't want civil unrest. There'll be civil unrest if they did that to the people. If they literally whipped the mat from under them and said, right, that's it, you've got no money. You know, it's all fake, done. So that's what I feel. So follow the plan.
Here in the United States, there was a point in time where we had what were called, this is before the Federal Reserve came in with their reserve notes, but they were called greenback currencies. And literally overnight, these greenback currencies were worthless. If you had $20,000, which would have been a lot of money back then, in greenbacks stored in your mattress, you may as well use it to light a fire that following day when they canceled all currencies. You may as well use it to light fire because it was completely worthless. That's
you know why? You know
that's why
why?
it's so important to have silver or gold. Go ahead. Why?
Because that was the bad guys.
But this is, I got a
Because that
feeling
was
that
the bad guys.
something's happening here that it's gonna move beyond anything we've ever seen, and it's not gonna be that big of a deal. I'm just saying, cover your ass with silver, junk silver.
Yeah, not literally cover your ass with silver. That might be a bit painful, especially if you've got a hairy bum. If you've got a hairy bum and you've kind of like melted down your silver, it's not a good idea. You get second degree burns.
It wouldn't be good if you actually had silverware, like a fork up your butt or something. That wouldn't
I know. I mean, some people might pay a lot of money for that. I mean, these elites, you don't know what they're going to do next, you know.
You're crazy. I love you. I love that you're crazy. Here's a question. I don't think it's not really a tarot question. For me, it's not. You might want to answer it as a tarot question, but I was kind of talking about this earlier. Forever Limited, who's asking question: will there be a galactic wave of love soon? And yeah, that's that. What I was just explaining a few minutes ago about the white light flooding the planet. You know, so will it happen soon? No one knows. No one knows. But you know, you've all heard that expression, within the blink of an eye. That's how quickly it'll be when that does happen. So that's what we're looking at. Is yeah, I see it, I felt it, I experienced it, and I explained it earlier. So you're gonna have to go back. I'm not going to re-explain it, but it's an amazing thing when it does happen. And just in a nutshell, that wave of love will be 1,000,000 times stronger than any love you feel on this planet. So that's what we're going to be looking forward to. When? Will it happen soon? No one knows. What do you think, hon?
I believe you explained it perfectly. Absolutely. Yeah. I mean, you have done many times when you've had visions, they come true. One of your global predictions, when we weren't together, you did one, was, you said this world will be unrecognizable. That's what you said.
Before COVID, yeah.
Before the big C, yeah. And there you go. So, we do need to take note of these, remote viewings that you get. So, yes.
Yeah. I think it'd be fun for us to maybe like once a month do a remote viewing show.
Okay.
Maybe. We'll see.
As long as everyone else does it with us.
Right? Well, there's a lot on our plates the way it is right now. Maybe this will be down the road. So who knows?
Maybe when we're together.
Yeah, well, look at this. Sherry said, I rewrote my question, and she's got an arrow pointing up. I don't see anything about it.
Oh my goodness, Sherry. Why are they doing that?
Let's see. Sherry, do me a favor. Go on Facebook and put that question in, and we'll see if it comes through on Facebook.
To me, yeah. Well, or to me or Greg, yeah.
I would go
I see what you mean. See if it's just YouTube. I see what you mean.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. That way we'll be able to rule one out or the other. Because we know that YouTube's screwing us over in so many different ways.
Yeah.
Like the numbers, So, yeah, we're trying to get to it. And anyone else?
Sherry, write it to me or Greg as well, just in case. Okay? Just copy and paste it to me. So otherwise you're going to be writing it out again and again, and you don't want to be doing that. So
how will we know, though, if she writes it to us instead of on
Facebook? Inbox, Messenger.
I guess we would know in the chat. It would show up on the chat.
Yeah.
Know. Yeah, that's right. Yeah. Okay, so
thank you for your questions.
Next, I write these down.
That would be nice, wouldn't it?
So, yeah, I'm guessing the premier is that somebody similar to like the president here, or is the premier the same?
So.
Is it the same as the prime minister?
I think so. Yeah.
All of a sudden, she disappears. Okay. With the Australian prime minister premier leaving, is it near time for faux Biden to do the same? What was that somebody was calling him? I forgot the nickname. It's kind of funny. Do you remember?
Mr. Magoo.
That's it. Yes. Yeah. Mr. Magoo. Whose voice was Jim Backus, who played Thurston Howell on Gilligan's Island. Little trivia for you. So, with the Australia premier leaving, is it near time for faux Biden to do the same? I don't have a definitive answer. I haven't gotten one yet. In the cards that I'm looking at right now, I see a lot of, at least in the near future. Let me look a little further down the road. Let's see what the cards have to say on that. In the near future, I don't see anything changing, though, unfortunately. Yeah. Okay. So that explains it a little bit better right there. And okay. Yeah. So yeah, the plans are in the works. It's in the making, but it's not going to happen immediately or anytime in the very near future, but sometime perhaps, maybe by the end of the year or the beginning of next year. And maybe what I'm seeing or not, because the cards were not very clear. It was really quite vague. And maybe that's because of the faux Biden that it's not even him that we're seeing. So that may be, and then I got fast-paced changes are going to happen at some point. So it's going to be business as usual for a little while, and then bam, shit's going to happen real quick. So that's what I have.
This is the only time that you'll hear me say anything like this, because usually it's something that I don't do predictions on, and this will be him exiting the stage permanently. And remember, it's not him, this is the fake him. So I believe that they are making him look so bad every single time he goes on live anywhere. They're making him look so bad. I'm sorry, if this was a really black hats controlling Biden, do you honestly think that they would absolutely not put somebody else in his place with a mask on, to do good things, to say brilliant things, to be amazing, to be, somebody. He is being run, I truly believe, by the white hats. That's what I believe, and I believe he's going to be too senile now. They're making him look so senile. And so I do believe that they'll either, oh dear, this awful thing's happened to him, or that he's not fit. Doctors ruled him not fit. Something like that will happen. So don't know what will happen after that, but what are you doing?
Continue.
Oh, no, I didn't. That was so loud.
Oh.
Really, really loud. Wow. No, that was all that I needed to say, really. Yeah.
Well, I just saw that, and I didn't even think about the microphone being up there because I was rubbing off the camera lens because Susie said, you look like you're in a smoky room. I don't smoke. The only thing that it could have been would be incense, but I'm not burning any. So I took this cloth, this cotton swab, and I rubbed it over the camera lens, which also rubbed over. Sorry, everyone. Rubbed over. It was funny. Well.
It was funny. It was like, whee!
Yeah. Sorry. Anyway, our next question comes from Linda. What, did it sound like this?
Yes. It's really
I'm an idiot. What can I say? I'm an idiot.
I love you.
Question.
Idiot.
I love you too, baby. Is Barron Trump going to be coming out in the public eye soon? And I don't mean out of the closet. So I'm curious to know what he has been up to. I don't see anything. They're protecting him. The cards I drew have him being protected right now for good reason. We've already heard the rumors of Trump. I can't even say that word here on YouTube or Facebook, but no longer being with us, I guess, would be a way of saying it. But no, they're protecting him. It's all about keeping family together. So yeah, he's being protected.
I knew it was going to be a quick one, so I didn't go anywhere.
Yeah.
Same with me. He's not going to be coming out very, very soon, but he is a very big part. He plays a huge part in the background. Yes, he does. They're very proud of him, but he is not altogether from this world. Nor are we all, I know, but this was a special mission. Yeah. So, yeah, there's something going on with him. I think we'll find out later. It's going to be a bit of a shock. Yeah. That's what I get.
Thank you, baby. Christina is asking, is Melania Trump an ET? I believe she's been placed with Trump to assist humanity. She kind of has that stoic, she's not animated like most people. She's like registering data, observing, and that kind of thing. So Let's take a look at what the cards have to say. Yeah. Okay, so she comes from. I'm getting three different. Didn't mean to do that. She's comes from three different races of benevolent ETs. Okay. And yeah, she's here to help the transition of what this huge event is about to happen. She's here to, and so is he too, because I got his card once again. Having his cake and eating it too. They're both here for assistance to humanity, and and here's your yes card. So we've got the Ace of Cups saying yes, Melania Trump is an ET from three different races here to help humanity, a benevolent ET. That's what I have. Great question.
I agree with you 100%. There's nothing else to say about that.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
It should have died. The charter, Linda's asking, is the Fed is dead, is it not? Their charter ran out on December 31st, 2012. So as far as I know, it's been dead. I don't think they can officially print money. And if they do, it doesn't matter. It's fiat currency, right? Do you have any thoughts on that, or?
Well, I would like to know more about this $21 trillion that have been sent over to actually wipe out the debt. I believe that is something that may be happening.
I didn't hear about that.
Yeah, I've heard it from a couple of different places.
Really? Where's this 21 trillion?
Yeah, I can't remember the name of the person, I'm afraid. But yeah, there's a lot going on in the background to do with money, and getting. It's like, this is why my feeling of the financial changes that is coming about, everything is on the brink here of the flip over. Yeah. So, and it is that I think the Federal Reserve is dead. It's gone. It's gone. I believe that a lot of the bankers have been arrested. They are no more. A lot of them have actually stepped down. There's a lot of them that have done that as well recently. But yeah, it's like when will we see it? That's the frustrating thing, isn't it? When will we see it? So when we can't know.
No.
This is a war. This is a war, and it's a pretty nasty one going on, because the black hats are panicking right now. They've got a couple of months, and they are panicking in a big way, and they are trying to cause chaos. So they don't want anyone to see that there's no Federal Reserve. They don't want anyone to see that Russia is actually beating. They don't anything. It's like no. They want to say that
nothing to see here. Nothing to see here.
Like, no, Putin's not well. He's not a well man. No, he's not well. He's not strong. He's not strong. He's not well. He's going to pass away soon. It's like, really? It's what they tried to do with Trump. They tried to do, this. They are just trying to do so much to cause chaos. But you are right. I believe it is dead. Yes.
We got time for a couple more questions, and so save your questions until next week, because we've got a lot more questions to go. We're not even going to be able to cover them all tonight. I'm sorry about that.
We are sorry.
Yeah.
Let's concentrate on the ones that they've been trying to get through. Let's concentrate on Sherry's, and there was another one.
This one's just a quick one. Do you feel the dinar will come back? I see a transition coming. I see an ending coming. So, no, I don't. And I think it's all tied into, this tower moment where the dollar collapses and then this new financial system comes in or abundance comes in. So you won't need the dinar. What do you say?
You won't need any of that. No, the pound is going to go. The dollar. There's something new coming over. Yes.
Okay. Did your question disappear again? Well, we haven't seen it yet. Did you post it on Facebook? Because you're still commenting on YouTube.
If I can get it.
Well, we should have seen it on Facebook. I'm scrolling on, looking for Facebook comments. No, she didn't. She didn't post it on Facebook in the video part. Thank you, Tracy. Let's hit the like. Appreciate that. Will we resolve the
on
Virgin?
my computer.
I'm sorry. Go ahead.
I've got it here. Let me just copy and paste it. Here we go. This is from Sherry.
You want to read it?
Oh no, that's not the one. That's not the one. That's not the one.
Okay, so you don't have it.
Sorry. I do have it. There we are. There.
Okay.
Will the US southern border stay open until President Trump returns to office, or will it be closed before that time? Perhaps governors will use state rights. Very good question.
Yeah.
Yes.
And what I'm looking at here, real quick. Yeah, unfortunately, it will. It's going to stay open. There's nothing that's in the plans until Trump gets in. And unfortunately, this is all part of the demise of the United States. They planned this for a while. But it's not. Eventually, it all works out. But in the short term, yeah, I don't see anything happening. It won't be closed in the short term. Sorry.
My guides are saying the same thing. They don't want it. They don't want any credit going to Biden at all. And the team, they're trying to expose him for what he is, and not just him, but suppose expose all of the black hat operation. So yeah, I'm afraid, and it's just awful. It's just absolutely awful. Really, really bad. So yeah, I think there's going to be a mass clear up though when Trump gets in. That's what it's going to be a mass clear up, massive.
I agree. Forever Limited. Will we resolve the burgeoning homelessness crisis? I have to move and can't afford to. And there are so many people in the same boat as you. I'm in that boat. And what I'm seeing in the cards is that there are options and opportunities. You might not have to specifically move. And even if you do, there's temporary cash assistance, there's food stamps, all sorts of government programs that can help assist you. So, if you there, and that's what the cards are saying. You got choices out there. Don't walk away from financial assistance if you're being offered it. And there's options, and don't be afraid to ask other people for help, or to help you figure out what my next case of plan will be.
I believe that a lot of people are going to be pairing up, not as in a partnership, but as in a financial partnership. So, having one place and each person has a room, and people doing a lot more of that. There is, I didn't know, but there's a lady that comes onto the chat, and she's part of the IN5D family, part of our family here. And she is homeless, and she's been staying at Walmart car park. And apparently she's not alone. There are lots and lots of people all sleeping in their cars at Walmart car park. I mean, this is just awful. So will it be resolved? I believe it will. I believe that unfortunately it's not one of the top priorities when Mr. T gets in. I believe that he will put somebody in charge for that to make it easier. But financially, I think that once people can get financial help, they don't need help or assistance because they can help themselves with finances. So, but obviously, there's a lot of people who are homeless, who are addicted to drugs, and then that then needs to be addressed. So, I think it's all in different levels, but financially things are going to be much better. But in the short term, see if there's somebody who, because that's what I visualize, somebody who has got some way of a room, rather than it being your own place, because I'm seeing you being part of a house. I had some absolutely amazing times when I lived in this house with lots of different rooms. Oh my God, I had such a laugh. It was great. Lots of people mentally at my level, childish, all living together. Just it's like, should we have a party? The landlord was living there as well. It's like the landlord used to go, please, 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 let's have a party. So, all right, then you're only allowed 20 people each. Yeah, great fun. Anyway.
The Premier is the head of state, not the President or Prime Minister in Australia. Thank you. I had no idea. I'm not sure if I'll remember that either. I hope I do.
I'll try. We'll try.
Yeah, Forever Limited is Baron Trump, a time traveler.
Yeah.
Yeah, I got yes. Real quick. Yeah, he is. And surprisingly, many of us are. He's not alone. And there's a lot of you out there. Some of us, many of us, time travel in our sleep. So yeah, I'm one of them.
Yeah. We usually have half an hour in between, so we're going well into the time. So just because we want to get through the questions.
Yeah. We did. I think that was all of them. So.
We did it.
It doesn't leave much time for us to take a break here, but what the heck? Yeah. We had a great time with everyone here. We did the best that we could do. So thank you all for joining us. And we'll be back in 10 minutes on Rumble, live and uncensored. We got a lot of things that we're going to be covering on Rumble tonight. So definitely check it out. It's going to be very informative. If you're watching on Facebook, that link for Rumble's up here. If you're watching on YouTube, that link is right below the video. So hopefully we'll see you there. What do you want to wrap up on?
I want to wrap you up.
All right, let's go.
Just thank you for your support. The biggest way of supporting us is to share this live. Really.
Yes.
Because that helps us with the shadow banning. Okay, it's the only way that more people see this video, and that's the way it helps us. So we thank you in advance for doing that. So thank you.
Yeah, appreciate each and every one of you. It's always been a pleasure answering your questions the best that we can do, and sometimes they're spot on, and other times we might disagree, but for the most part, we agree on just about everything. Anyway,
we do. Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
Love the love. We love the love. See ya shortly. Bye, everyone. Take care. Love you all.
Bye.